You gotta be.
Crack one open real
Yeah,
quick.
dude. I'll join y'all.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Happy to have you both here right now.
Triple E.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I am your host, Weee. This is episode 59.
Dude.
And shit, man, we're reaching 60. Actually, I already have 2 more episodes that I've filmed. I had one. It's been a while since we filmed a podcast. Me and Marcus did the 420 weekend tour with Southside.
Yeah.
Performed at a show
Yes.
in Nashville back in April, and I took a little break from the podcast. Things have been crazy. I went out to the West Coast for like 2 weeks and just been grinding, working, making music, and just getting back in the swing of things. I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Nice.
You heard me? Like Batman.
On
the podcast, the EEP is back. The Endless Enjoyment Podcast is back. And I'm here with 2 of my good friends out in Nashville, Tennessee. Here with Marcus Edvardsson.
What's going on?
And of course, Southside MAB. Nashville's gentlemen, come on.
Nashville's gentlemen, I appreciate it.
Both my guys just dropped some new music, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. And yeah, so recapping a little bit, it's been a few months. We're back on the podcast. I have an episode with Izzy Rage in the cut that we filmed months ago, like May.
Nice.
And he was the guy who engineered and recorded, mixed, mastered me and Marcus's single "Let's Go" with Exclusive. That's my most recent song. And then I filmed an episode when I was in Cali on Venice Beach with Exclusive and his brother Pop Boy Wonder. And that was awesome. That was sick. So I'm going to drop this episode first, then the Venice Beach episode, and then the one with Izzy. So completely out of order. But whatever. We're back, and I'm coming. If you want to hop on the pod, hit me up. But we're back, and today is August 10th, Saturday, and me and Marcus are performing at Pressure Dad Bar.
Yes, sir.
And it's about to go down for the Make It Happen promotions showcase that they have going on there tonight. I'm super excited to let loose because today is also the day that my guy Marcus Edvardsson released his first single as a member of Triple E Endless Enjoyment.
Yes,
baby.
sir.
And what could be more enjoyable than that, right?
You gotta put that on the shirt, dude. I'm pretty sure I've seen that like in Panama City, where you gotta like put your name underneath so we know it's yours. Because I know it sounds great.
Dude, honestly, I really was liking the cover. Like we were just like chilling on the couch, and we realized like, yeah, a lot of places like the lakes in Nashville just don't really quite look like a beach.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally just went into like an AI like art thing, just fucking pressed in like vaporwave cocktail.
Yeah.
And it just popped out that image. I was like, dude, that's perfect right there.
No, it's clean,
Put
dude.
some text on it.
That's clean.
There's 3 E's in Sex and the Beast, so I made them green. You heard me.
Yeah.
Triple E.
We're back. And yeah, I'm super proud to have my bro, Marcus, someone I met less than a year ago, and me and him just like gone along so well and bouncing ideas off each other all the time. Back when I was working at the Dad Bar and just like chopping it up there and just like really, encouraging you to keep moving forward. And yeah, I'm glad that you believe in the brand and want to release your music through it. So Sex on the Beach is out now on all platforms. You can stream that shit. And then we also have another new release, Southside MAB. He's got a new album out now.
I do. Called Thank You for Understanding. Pretty much, yeah. There's nothing deep. It's just thank you for understanding. 9 songs.
And it's fire.
No, dude. I appreciate you, dude. Your new single is beautiful. Like, enjoy. I was literally listening to it on the way over here. But 9 songs, EP. Thank you for understanding. Check it out on all platforms. But shout out to my guys, and also Marcus is also a signed artist. You want to dabble into that?
You guys were kind of talking about it off camera before we got started. Was that like what was your thinking behind joining Triple E and joining me?
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing, I mean, I've also noticed it with you too, but like, it's just the fact that you are always like showing up, you're always prepared, and you're always thinking of the next move. And that was one of the big things, like as someone like coming into the, rap game, it's like, I saw you and like what you were doing, and I was like, I need to follow this dude and like get on his like wavelength and stuff, because I really want someone who's dedicated, because that really is the difference. It's like, oh, I was saying talent is like, one thing, but like showing up is like way more fucking important than talent of itself. It's showing up every time. It's being reliable. It's all that stuff, and I saw that in you, and I was like, I've been good at like the creative elements, like producing, rapping. Now I'm trying to sing too.
Nice.
But I've always kind of struggled with like the business and the social media side of things. And I saw that you were always consistent with posting and always getting shows and that kind of thing. So that was really a big reason why I wanted to sign. And also just, good hang. We're always talking about that too. It's like reliable, talented, good hang. Like that's the key ingredients for making like a great artist, I feel like.
Yeah, like
Success.
you throw that into like Chemical X, and you get a Vincenzo.
Too kind.
Yeah, dude, no, literally. And I mean, both of y'all like that. That's why I like both of y'all.
So are you, brother? That's like you work with people, especially like the tour. We haven't filmed since then. It was like a big learning experience in itself. Like we worked with a lot of people on that for just that weekend, and over time we want the circle to be tighter and only work with people you can count on, and you proved that you were reliable and that we could count on you.
Appreciate that.
And just like you see, like it becomes apparent, like the people that are willing to do more than just show up and perform and like help out.
And I also got to shout you out too, because like this man right here could see that I was like nervous because it was like my first performance, or no, technically second performance as a rapper, and like you bought me that shot beforehand, and I always really appreciated that because I could tell. I feel like you knew that I was like had that like nerves, and I really appreciate.
Have we really not like chilled since then? Like,
no, it's been a minute.
Well, I think I saw you. We saw you at Skydeck, didn't we?
We did.
Yes,
we talked about Skydeck, but like I know it was like a very short night though.
That's true.
Yeah, so like I know we didn't really get to
it was one
much.
of the nights where we were both just like chilling and not performing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow, I forgot about that night too. I forgot like how we met there, but like I think we were all just chilling. I think. Yeah.
I think we were signing up for like that next week or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the last time me and Marcus performed. That was like May 16th or something.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn, yeah. I'm ready to let loose tonight. So yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a night. I'm performing my song "What's on Your Mind." Marcus and I are performing "Let's Go" together. Unfortunately, Exclusive can't make it, but that would have been sick. And then we're gonna finish it off with the very first performance of "Sex on the Beach." It's gonna be sick. I'm super excited. We're just gonna have a good time. There's a lot of talented dudes. We just had a photo shoot the other night. Like get some pics to promote.
Nice. Oh yeah, I saw it. That was like for the Make It Happen production thing, right? Yeah. So that's pretty sweet. I saw a few photos.
Like a legit like studio, like photo studio with the backdrop and everything. It was cool. So shout out to them for helping us out with that and like giving us more than just like an opportunity to perform. Get some good content out of it, and a chance to meet up with some of the guys beforehand, and we got a good group. So I'm looking forward to it. Tonight's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna let loose. I can't wait. It's been too long. It's been too long.
Really got a shout out to EJ for like kind of giving us that opportunity to do that photo shoot. Like not just like letting us perform, but also like giving us the tools to kind of help build it up even more.
Maximize it. Yeah, get as many people as we can there. And yeah, shout out EJ the Maker. Shout out Bad Weather Entertainment. Shout out Pressure Dad Bar.
It's a good stage. Honestly, like I did a show there last February, I believe. It wasn't for them. It was for one of my friends invited me to perform, and it was for an artist that was like traveling from like LA. So I was like one of the openers and stuff like that. But like it's a nice little spot. It's honestly pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've been there.
Yeah,
right?
we've been to a few because they Make It Happen has been doing this once a month. I think.
Actually,
I don't know if everyone hasn't been at Pressure, but I've been to like 2 at Pressure.
It was funny at the last one. You met Ty, right, at the photo shoot. So he was actually at the last performance, and I smoked him up beforehand, and he's literally told me like at the photo shoot, he's like, dude, you almost screwed me over. Like I was almost too high to go on stage.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's what happens at Pressure. That's what we gotta avoid tonight, because we might not be going on till late. We can't be fucking cheaping all our joints before we get on stage.
Dude, no, preserve yourselves.
Right, maybe one.
That's right balance. Like loose, but not too loose.
Yeah, but at least it's like a short set, so like no matter what, like all of my energy that I have is going into it, like 110%.
And y'all got a good set list too. So I mean, I think those are like the 3 perfect songs to like just introduce yourself to like that new atmosphere, and just especially like this your like it's technically your first show within like that event, right?
With Nick
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be cool. I know y'all are gonna do well. So yeah, just
Appreciate
preserve
you,
the
bro.
energy, dude. Yeah. So I'm happy for y'all, dude.
Fun to whip out the guitar again. Too.
Yeah, dude, I missed that.
So I guess back to the new single, "Sex on the Beach." We should talk a little bit more about that and like your inspiration and the story behind it. Yeah, just get into it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Well, so back in the end of May, so my cousins actually live on this beach called Ocean Isle Beach. It's like on the very southern tip. Y'all know where Myrtle Beach is?
Yes.
So it's about 45 minutes north of that, 45 minutes north. And they've been living there for like 30-ish years. My cousin Jacob grew up there on the island and everything. But you know, about those romantic times that I had with my girl.
Nice.
At the beach. And just wanted something like fun and lighthearted, you know, like a song that people just can really like get down with, you know.
Yeah.
And so I, you know, obviously had that in mind, and I kind of like the idea too of like Sex on the Beach, like that kind of like double meaning of like
having
like
a drink,
cocktail, but it's also you know an act as well. I actually got, I got to admit though, I actually tried the Sex on the Beach last night. Not that big of a fan of it,
dude,
honestly.
you make them right, dude. I don't know what
you probably didn't have it.
When I was in Aruba last summer, dude, having some sex on the beach, it's on the beach.
Did yours have club soda in it? Because I didn't put any extra club soda. It was just the schnapps, orange juice, cranberry, and vodka.
I don't know. It was fire though.
It's loud, dude.
I had added like maybe like Sprite or something. It would have been like just fine, but it was like
party foul.
Maybe the podcast.
You can keep going.
But that's cool though. I mean, yeah, it's like kind of like a double entendre.
Yeah, double entendre. Technically, I've got a back-to-back double entendre with took her bikini bottom off. Now I'm clapping Sandy cheeks.
Yeah, I'm a player like that. That made me laugh because that was amazing, dude.
Like ridiculous vibes like that, just like saying some wild shit.
But that's you though. That's cool. Like I like hearing. I laugh because I'm like, dude. Thank you for like exactly, dude. It's amazing. Like
that's the thing is, it's like I feel like a lot of people are afraid to like take those risks that have out there kind of bars. But to me, it's like that is like you said, it's who I am. It's like I'm a weird ass dude. I love having fun, and it's like I want that to always show in my music.
You could tell off that single too. Like most of your bars are like tongue in cheek and very like straightforward. Like I couldn't like what I was telling you earlier with like that podcast voice that you have. Like you have like an old soul for your young age. Like I already know that you're like kind of imagining like a scenario that's like you and you know like your wife, girlfriend, whoever, and you're just like in that realm of like we grew old together. Let me tell you how I'm feeling at this specific moment. Like that's the scenario I get out of it. You know what I mean? Personally, and I'm just like that's cool. Like I feel like a lot of people just don't sit there with their like intact with their emotions of how they want to feel in a relationship or in a sense of how they want to feel with somebody. You know what I mean? Like it's easy just to say straightforward like I love you or let's make love, let's cuddle in bed, but like you're just like, hey, dude, just lean back in this chair and like just let's listen to this.
And I think honestly, you had a big role too because I'll admit I had at first too many bars that were kind of a little bit like that. Like I had to have at least one like that bikini bottom one. But I was noticing like, it didn't end up making the cut, but I was also gonna be like, fucking in a jacuzzi, shot my load like an easy, like just like dumb shit like that. But like, Vinny was like, okay, you gotta tone down, like you're being too graphic.
Where are we drawing the line?
You gotta be more subtle, and then it kind of made me realize stuff like that, like you're right with that double meaning. It's like I gotta be more subtle, so that I went back and rewrote that first verse and like just really try to have it like more subtle, where I was like, about to take a dip. I ain't taking a sips. I need a deep dive. Ocean blue eyes, tell me baby, come inside. It's like, yeah, it's still about the same thing, but it's
supposed to be like come in the water, fine, like type shit.
Yeah, it's more subtle and it's more, I feel like, inviting for the listener than like, you know, some of the other parts that are a little like aggressive.
At least you know what to say for the next song. You know what I mean? So it's like ideally there's never a lost idea. Like, you know what I mean? It's just always put in the back burner, and that's okay. there's different ways to approach it. And, like, I feel like, yeah, I mean, Vincenzo was right. Like, I just feel like not like not saying like, oh, telling you specifically how like it should sound, but just kind of like in the realm like, yeah, he's right. Like, just kind of like a sweeter tone, more of like the double entendres, just like kind of like hidden meaning behind it. Because when you said that line, like baby come inside, I'm just like imagining that like y'all have like this huge Airbnb house and just like, you know, we're just you're just grabbing your hands like, hey, we've had enough of the beach. Like, you know what I mean? No, but in a sense, like you don't even like. I'm not even insinuating like,
Right,
you know,
yeah,
just
let's just
Or getting
yeah,
out to the beach.
yeah,
I'm not even
exactly.
at the beach.
Exactly. So it's like I don't know, just kind of like you are taking that moment to truly enjoy your time with that person, whether it's inside the house or outside, and you mean, and like
or
you
in the
said in the
water.
song,
In
yeah,
the
dude,
water.
in the water, yeah, it
Come
makes
on
sense.
in,
Like,
it's the
yeah,
water's
dude.
fine.
I mean, I haven't done that, so yeah, so exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
snap.
So
Like it's so like I think I told you this too. It like the main like beat itself is pretty repetitive, but you keep adding different elements to the song, and it's always changing up. Like the verses aren't long, the chorus is catchy, and it all just kind of seamlessly like makes this like grand like track, dude. Like even the strings at the end, like you say, you pull that more emotional tension, and you're like, dude,
Yeah, you get that one kind of. I don't know exactly what I think it might be like a sus chord, but like when that high strings going up there, that like really gives it
I know
that
what you're talking
extra
about,
tension
yeah.
at the very end. I try to have the other strings like more kind of chord strings throughout it, and then add that last one to just have that extra like little bit of bittersweetness to the track. Um, but it took me a minute. I was trying to do stuff without sampling, but I found this Japanese city pop song called Bay City, and I was telling you about it. How it was like initially kind of like one measure here, one measure here. Kind of flipped it like this, and then every 4 bars, every 4 bars I would do like this part where it goes like Bay City and it has like pump, pump, like these big toms to kind of reinforce like so it doesn't get too repetitive. It's a little bit of that extra kind of just into the like punch into like the next 4 bars, and then like you said, added strings, add those like kind of vocals in there. But you had the idea to actually kind of wait on those. I'm glad that I actually
right,
went
as
with
like
that.
an instrument, kind of like a break between the chorus and the
And then
verse.
it's kind of like that, kind of going back and forth, like baby, babies, and then think I'm gonna need another six. It's like kind
Yeah.
of playing off each
Right.
other a bit.
Because
Like that.
originally you had the babies like in the background of the chorus, and I was like, it's kind of, I don't know,
A lot
a little
all at
too
once,
much.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
glad.
that track was
That's why I
everything.
say I actually executive produced by your boy
It
Vincenzo.
is true that
I
it
did-
did make a difference though. Like for
I
real.
appreciate it, bro. I mean, I'm glad to help, and whether it's with the cover art or my opinions on the structure of the song. I even suggested you do a guitar solo at the end and fade out from there. Dude.
Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I was like, this is not a Marcus song if there's not a guitar riff at the very end. It's like just a guitar solo.
I mean,
Specifically though, like
right
the
now,
song
like,
needs to get such a chill vibe. It just needs to slowly go off into the distance, like from the guitar solo.
Yeah, that song was everything it needed to be. The best way to describe
Crushed it, dude. I'm so proud of you. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers, dude.
Sex on the Beach
Cheers.
out now on all platforms.
Absolutely, out on all platforms. Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out Izzy Rage.
Forgot to mention that I had to pull an all-nighter to get it actually finished because there was a problem. So Izzy had accidentally saved it to the computer's hard drive instead of the homie's hard drive. So I lost all my vocals. All of them. And that was
From
2
like,
sessions worth
yeah,
of like
that you
stuff.
already did.
And then I was literally like, I know you're probably not gonna like this, but like, since I have to get it done like this week, would you be willing to pull an all-nighter? And Izzy was like, of course, dude. And so we literally were in the studio from 10:15 p.m. until 7:45 in the morning, and I would have stayed even more, like, but I literally had to leave from work right at that moment, and then I worked an 8-hour shift.
That's some rock star shit.
That's the stuff you're gonna miss. Yeah, you're gonna miss moments like this. You know what I mean?
That's like why I wanted to have you be a part and be someone that reps the brand. Like you said too, like you're someone I can count on. I know you're passionate about music. I know you want to put yourself out there more. I know like you believe like this could be like the way you live life, and that's like it's a more than a brand. Endless Enjoyment is a lifestyle of promoting positivity, encouraging others, and just enjoying life. That's like it's
Yeah.
the word simple. Enjoy
Yeah.
forever, endlessly. Like till we're not around, we're here on this earth, but like for a limited time. But like I want to enjoy it with people. Like we were talking about the other night too, when you signed and we went out to dinner. Fucking
Nice. Yeah.
that. Fuck, I'm losing the train of thought. Fuck, man.
The pastaria.
Yeah, fire. Shout out the
Fire.
chicken
Shout out
parm. Right?
pastaria. Chicken parm is fucking delicious, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Their parm is.
What were you
so
saying?
good,
I'm
so
fucking
good.
sorry. Fucking losing the train of
I'm
thought.
good. I'm good.
No, so that's cool.
Why?
Like you signed and pretty much went out to dinner just to celebrate, right?
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
Well, I also
Sweet.
we were just been grinding, dude, and it's like
I
lately
definitely needed a
I was
break.
like, bro, I need a nice fucking meal,
Mhm.
and no better day to celebrate than when he signed.
Absolutely.
But
Dude.
what I was saying, like that, you know, you're passionate about it. I knew you were trying to, you know, put yourself out there more. That what is like if we do all the things that we said we wanted to do, right? Like, what is it if you're not doing it with like people you love and like your friends and shit, like more than business partners or whatever, like, or me being your manager, like you're my bro, dude. Like I don't hang out with that many people in Nashville like more than I do with like you know. And you're just my fucking guy, and it's become that way in less than a year, just from randomly meeting at the dad bar, sharing ideas, you being curious and asking me questions about how I've got to where I am, and making the music, building the brand, doing the podcast. You came on the podcast like a couple months after we met, and
I was like super nervous, but I was like, I heard that you were a rapper, I literally was like, this is like my shot right now. And I was like, hey, is it cool if I play this for you? And you were like,
snapping.
And like, you kind of took a chance on someone who had like literally not released a single rap song yet. Like all
You
that.
released MF Plankton, technically a rap song.
No, actually, oh no, wait, I
Yeah.
just released MF Plankton. That's right. I forgot about that. But that had literally come out like 2 weeks.
So
I think it literally came out a week before I met you, because like I think it came out like August 24th, and I moved in right at the start of September, so literally like a week after I'd ever.
This man would be in there every day.
It's right next to my
This
apartment.
was the best part about working, though. As I knew, like, if I was working, like, he'd probably see Marcus at some point. If it was slow, me and him could just chop it up.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, also, like, I love to be I'm always thinking of what's next, right? You know, you said that, like, you know, just keep moving forward. So even if, like, I can be at work and have time to, like, think about and plan, strategize, like, what's next, lets me enjoy my free time a little bit more. But so
it's good. Yeah,
I've been working.
Yeah.
And I got another album. It's only 8 tracks. I'm gonna release some bonus songs. There's a couple songs I couldn't find the beats to, and just some other things that like I'm gonna release those later. Do a deluxe, add a couple extra songs. But right now I got 8 songs for In Rotation, a project that I've been working on since I started making music in 2018. It's like some old songs, some new songs, all super chill, positive vibes. They're meant to smoke too, but like good vibes to have in rotation while you got some joints in rotation, or if you just need positivity in your rotation. It's all comes full circle, you know. You go through ups and downs. We do what we do to get by. I like to smoke, you know. But even though like my guy over here featured on one of the tracks, Green and Gold, we're working on about to finish. Southside MAB. He's not a smoker, and he can get with the vibes, though, with the chill positivity and like shit like that. And I love that he don't judge me for that.
No, dude. No, I appreciate you. Like honestly, just even having me on the project. So it's like, and experience. I could thank experience for like, you know, like the days I used to smoke, or just like whenever I was just more involved with it. But like, I'm glad I was able to utilize that experience I've had within the past with like my younger self, and just like even not too long ago. I mean, like I'll do it like every once in a while, but I just know how I get, dude. I'm like nihilistic. I am extremely existential. Like sober. So like yeah, it's just like if I smoke, dude, I could levitate and like solve world peace, bro. Like to be honest, like it feels that way, and it's like, but it's too much. It becomes overbearing. But like,
do you get anxiety from it at all?
I do, yeah. Just
like, I do sometimes too. If I'm like a little bit too stoned, I can get like that same type of way. Like for me, it's like a stimulant.
Yeah.
Is it kind of the same for you?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's cool, just like being around. Like, cause like all my friends like pretty much smoke, and like I don't mind being around at all. Like it doesn't bother me. But just like if only I didn't think the way I
Right.
thought, man.
And
And like,
I've had
you know,
moments like that where like maybe I stop smoking for a while and start smoking again or whatever. Like my tolerance changes and I get anxious from doing it too much. You just gotta find that harmony or just build the crazy tolerance.
That's low-key actually kind of what I've been doing recently.
Right, we've been cheaping.
But all in all, I know it's gonna be a great project, and like I said, I seriously appreciate you for having me a part of it. Honestly, it means a lot.
I'm honored to have you be a part of it, bro. And I can't wait for this song to be finished and for people to hear it. And I have one other song other than the one with Southside to finish, but like they're both written. I've like demoed them. Like we just gotta go in and record. So it's like within the next week or so. I've been talking to my brother Tommy Vasta. Shout out Tommy Vasta is mixing these 8 songs because
shit's hot like lava. I remember that bar still. What was that one?
Cup of tea, dude. Every time we drop it, it's something like
Tommy Vasta.
We cooking up like pasta. Shit, I'm like
that is cup of tea, yeah.
Forget the exact line, but that flow right. Every time we drop it's hot like lava. Dude,
I'm excited for you, man.
But so I also been working on Life Is Too Hype with like Let's Go and like the couple songs that I was just in the studio with Izzy recording, which I'd love to show you those demos too that I'm working on.
Hit the road too. That one's gonna be.
Yeah, we gotta show you that. Me and Mark's got another like Let's Go type song in the works, and then. But yeah, I'm super excited to finish our song, show you like the rest of the project too, and like when we lock in this week, we gotta get down. How we doing on time over there?
8 minutes.
Yeah,
we're good.
No, we're good.
And then yeah, man, in rotation, coming out by the end of the summer. Keep those good vibes rolling into the fall, and then Life's Too Hype will probably come out some point next year, end of next year maybe. Nice. I'm gonna take my time with it, make sure it's as best as it can be. It's might be my biggest, baddest album yet. But speaking of new albums, let's talk a little bit more about how your new album, Thank You for Understanding, came about and like what it means to you.
Dude, so long story short, one of the songs under Willow Grove Blues. Yeah. So it's like it's one of the last few tracks, but at the very end, that was just originally gonna be a single. And at the very end, I was like giving like a little "I love you, bro" speech, like just like my friends. I was like, "Oh, shout out to this person, shout out to Cole, this and that," and then I was just like, "Thank you for understanding," and the beat cut off, and then Cole's like, "Dude, we should make that an album," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, we could, dude." I mean, the thing is, like, he doesn't live here, so like he was just back and forth between Portland, and I was like, we could make that work, dude. I mean, and then we just found a budget and just kind of like ideally how long it could take us, and within that whole project took us like about at least a week to do in total, and that's like
the whole project.
No, and yeah, so like yeah, dude.
But you had to like make times to meet up because he's not here. So
yeah,
like a few days at a time or
pretty much. Yeah, so like you added up, it was pretty much about a week, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 6 days, honestly. So and the thing is,
you write it in that time frame too.
I wrote everything. I wrote a lot of this. I wrote Willow Grove Blues in an hour. Yeah, so like same thing with All Mine. Notes from a Broken Soul. Fun fact: Notes from a Broken Soul, the last song on the track, I had the worst fever. So like I sang the song sick as hell. I rap sick.
Kind of goes to the vibe, though.
No, exactly. It made me sound like I was crying too. So I was like, dude, just keep
Mercy,
it, dude.
by far one of the hardest tracks I've ever heard you spit on. You heard you spit on, dude. That shit's just like start to finish, short, sweet, dude. Like
I appreciate it.
The little in the background. And then you got the background vocals at the end, like Southside, who?
Oh, that was me. Everyone thinks that someone else. No, that was me. Like, so like I could do like Ed from Ed and Eddie. Oh no, Eddie. Like do you know the show Ed and Eddie?
Which one is it?
No, sorry, not Ed. I'm sorry. It was Eddie. Eddie, like the short one with like the yellow shirt. Yeah. So I could do his voice really well, and then I kind of pitched my voice to that point. I was like, dude, let me make it sound like someone different. So like, I just put that on the very end of the. Honestly, at first I didn't want it on the track. I was like, nah, dude, take this off. And he's like, no, dude, you gotta have an album that has something like this. And I was like, okay, cool. So and it was cool. Like Have Mercy, like it seems to be a favorite. I love Kilgore. I love Starstruck. Somber Head Rush, I think, is one of my most unappreciated tracks. How I feel about myself. Like I think just overall between my depression and just like the feeling of an after party when the party's over type feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that kind of that feel that fall from the dopamine rush.
Exactly.
It's it's a lot of reasons like why rock and rollers and like you know like pop stars and shit get addicted to drugs is because it's like that rush they get on stage, that fall afterwards in the hotel room or on the bus.
Yeah.
It's like really fucks with. I heard that's why Matthew Healy started like heroin and shit.
Interesting.
It's like it's that kind of insane high that you get to then like get dropped down. Like drop is hard, you know. It's like it really fucks with people.
And that's why, like, whenever you go back and listen to the track, like, that's why that second half, like, that second half is as long as the first half. The first half's like drip, drip, splash. That's 100 on the dash, about 4 or 5 girls in my hotel room, and it's just kind of like just the realm of it. But then at the very end, I'm just like, it's just me, and I'm just speaking out loud, and that's what I tell myself. Like that last part was a very real moment that I have with myself very often, just like speaking to existence because there's no one else around me very often, you know. And but long story short, just within the project itself, thank you for understanding. I want to keep it very straightforward to the point. Just I want to utilize my bar for bar tactics. I want to show off my pop skills, my R&B skills. So that's why like each track is kind of listed as it is. My notes from Broken Soul, all mine is like that little slower like R&B. Yeah, so it's like just like you know slow everything down and then utilize my perception, my experience within those songs. And the same thing with Road Grove Blues. Man, what's Kilgore, even Somber Head Rush. I feel like and Have Mercy too. Like I just want it to be known like, hey, I put out these type of tracks, but like I am very sure of who I am as a hip hop artist and a rapper. So like I want to make sure that like help me structure for the next few projects that I'm gonna release too. So I'm just getting to the music that I really want to release, and I'm not even just saying that like it's to me awesome. So like,
sound is like perfect. Like
no, I
think
appreciate
the whole
that.
record is like really concise. Like the rapping, the sound design, it's all like right where it needs to be. Like
I appreciate that. No, dude, seriously, appreciate you. And like I said, I'm proud of y'all too because I know we've all been working, dude. So it's like I know we've been grinding and stuff, but like, yeah, dude, I'm super stoked for the album. Thank you for understanding on all platforms. Sex on the Beach, all platforms as well too. So make sure you check us out. But yeah, super stoked for like the newer stuff, man, and especially the stuff that we're gonna work on with Green and Gold and just our future tracks together and stuff like that. So I just love music, dude. I love the community. We all love, like we're all a part of this. You know what I mean? So I always want to make sure that like I don't want to just be artist friends. I just want us to be friends, and that to me that's like the most important thing. I can't do a song with a lot of people if I just don't know who they are as a person. You know what I mean? And like y'all are very good dudes, and honestly, just like charismatic, just like you present yourself who you are from like the moment you're in public to the moment you get back to your room, and that's something I learned about the Trenzo. Like the first time we hung out, dude, like he kept his energy from the day I met him to the first time I came to his house to the time we were in his room, just just either recording and he was showing me his tracks like that. He just always kept like he made the room better and like not just musically, but just like me as a person. I just felt like there's a sense of everything will be okay. You know what I mean? And that's the type of people. I know that's the type of people I want to be around,
that
dude.
positivity of that endless enjoyment. Like it's like it's not like you said. It's like a lifestyle. It's like that is. I catch myself slipping.
Right.
Like
sometimes you have to have those real conversations.
Kind of nihilism, existentialism, a little bit of like, can easily like fall on the pitch. But it's like I go over to your place and it's just like you're like, now, come on, let's get to it. Like, I know it's like.
Well, sometimes we have to take a break and have those conversations. Right. It's good to have those people that hype you up. You know, like we had many deep conversations recording the demo for Green and Gold, like talking about like, you know, meeting expectations or like doing whatever the fuck you want to do and like, you know, becoming the person that you want to be, like, and just like getting to know each other more. It's not just like strictly like, you know, let's get in and make this song. Like there's real shit going into making the song. I think is dope too. That we both can relate to, even if we live different like ways. Like,
and that's a beautiful part of music. There is no formula to this. It's how you people. No matter what, the more people that get to know you, the more they're just gonna know you off of your words and your perception of how you approach a song. I mean, those people are know you better than your family members and friends at some point. You know what I mean? Which is crazy if you think about it. It like I said, just depends. But like, and those are the people that you got to count on to like fully support you as well. To just the people you don't know. So it's important to present yourself in a sense of like you feel comfortable, that you know that you're not lying to yourself in the sense of like, oh, I like this song. I'm very sure of the song. So now I know when other people hear it, they could either gain some type of perception out of it, or maybe find some type of similar emotion to it, or even if they don't relate to it and they just like the song, they just like the song, and that's okay. You know, that's the beautiful part about music. It's like you can't really expect anything out of anybody, but you can also expect the unexpected, and it all cancels out super neutral. Like I don't want to get too deep into it, but that's the beautiful part about music. You know what I mean? So like that's what like y'all being able to like hop on a track together, and then like also with exclusive too, because Let's Go is a banger. Like I love that's a very upbeat song. I love the music video by it too. Like I love the part where y'all are at Bucky's at the gas station too. So it's like so that was sweet, dude. But like yeah, but that's the beautiful part about all this. All in all, I'm trying to say it's like there is no formula to the way we gotta approach each other and our specific sounds. It's just making it happen in a sense. You know what I mean?
It becomes more like original that way and organic.
Yeah, and all in all, last statement is just kind of like the more I've been around the community, the more shows I've been involved. Like people just start knowing you, man, and they like people listen, whether you feel like it, like whether you feel like it's just yourself or like maybe a close friend here and there, but like people to listen, man, and that's something to feel proud of also because in a sense like you're getting validated by someone who doesn't even know your actual name. You know what I mean? You know, so and that's and you know and literally I came from like I just came from like 3 events, like within the whole day. Just and you know, just it's interesting. The more and more you put yourself in that position to get to know others, other people's music, and you learn a lot more about yourself within that time period where you're not focusing on yourself.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, show face and you know support others, and that's why we're bringing the podcast back. I want to just have more of these conversations like consistently.
You gotta have a full episode just talking about that tour because I feel like you haven't. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot to explain about that. No, just no. In the sense that, yeah, no, exactly. So it's just like, yeah,
I told you, we're on the phone for like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, but just in the sense of just like what it's like for like maybe other independent artists trying to do something like that. I mean, because like y'all did something that's like maybe not like super rare, but it's like rare within a lot of like independent artists. Like a lot of people don't take that risk. I mean, they talk about it, but it never happens. But y'all made it. Y'all talked about it and made it happen. So
appreciate you, dude. We're definitely thinking about doing some similar shit in the future and just perform more than ever. I think tonight actually ties like my most performances in a year. So like it's we got several months left in the year, so I'm gonna crush that record.
I'm proud of y'all, man.
And next year we're gonna do it even more, bigger and better. Like my goal for this year was to quadruple double down on everything. That's what I said in my notebook. Quadruple double down on everything I've done, and next year become full time with the music, the podcast.
Quadruple double down on this shit.
Our chips are all in. Quadruple double time.
Please do. Please do.
But yeah, I'm super happy to just have a night where we're chilling with the boys. We're gonna turn up and have a good time. We're gonna support some other dudes, get to know some new people. You never know, like who. You know, we met randomly at a show. Who we're gonna have on the podcast in the future and shit. Like dope things are happening out here in Nashville and taking it one day at a time. But for now, we got Sex on the Beach out now.
All platforms.
Yeah, Thank You for Understanding out now by Southside MAB.
All platforms as well.
Yes, sir. We're about to get to this show tonight, but we're gonna come back and do a part 2 when we're feeling lit. Little post game. Little recap of the night and just
when we're a little more sauce.
Let loose a little bit. But I appreciate Southside coming back on the pod.
Southside, appreciate y'all, man.
We got Marcus Everson. We'll be right back. 1, 2, 3.
Cheers, motherfucker.
We're back on the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I mean, you just saw the first part of the episode that you're watching. So we're back
with Southside, dude. His album is so fucking good. Like, Thank You for Understanding. Seriously, gotta check it out. I love that record, dude. He sounded great on it.
Love him. Love that guy.
Such a nice dude.
Gave us a ride to the show. That's where we went from here, and then
such a G, bro.
Pressure. You know, a lot of joints were in there.
In there. It was one giant fucking hot box.
Yeah,
and you love to see
get
it.
some air in there.
The only air you're breathing is more smoke.
But yeah, it was a wild night, and we performed in front of a pretty good.
I would say at least at least 80. I feel like people
I don't
there
even know.
to maybe even 100. But there was a good crowd there, man. Like I think that was one of our biggest shows yet this year. That may have been our biggest show, honestly.
We just hit it at a good time, and it was.
We hit it at the perfect time, as you would say. Cheers.
And then like the lights went on, and we were like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh yeah, the fucking the start of our set.
It was like literally right before.
Like we're literally right as I was like tuning.
Go on, and you were getting.
I was like tuning my guitar, and like it was right before Vinny was about to start. What's on your mind? And literally the lights go up, and we're like, "Fuck, this isn't the vibe." It's like because the whole night the lights have been off, and it was like such a vibe shift. We literally started off performing. Well, you started off performing like "What's on Your Mind" and like
the lights were on, and then like, I think in the end of that, like they went off, so it was like the crowd was like, "Ooh, they're coming."
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just glad like the DJ cool. He was cool with it, like Reed and shout out him. And because I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now, bro, but like, dude, I'm not getting blue balls for performing tonight, dude.
I'm like, you gotta make it happen.
I'm fucking ready to go, right?
Dude. We get into that muscle memory, bro. It's like,
and
it's
I
instant.
just remember talking to my buddy Chris too. I was like, dude, I think I'm just gonna like go. And I just went for it.
Yeah. Dude, I was literally like on the sides, like when you were out in the front, I was on the sides, like I was singing every fucking word. Like, dude, that song is such a bop, bro.
To Let's Go. We turned to Let's Go, and then you rocked Sex on the Beach, dude.
Appreciate it.
I'm just. Time flies when you're having fun. Man.
Exactly.
Once you were playing the solo, I knew we were in it. Dude, I was like, dude, this song's
I lost.
I feel like they were fucking with it.
I lost 2 picks tonight. Swear to fucking God. I lost 2 picks during that performance. I had the green one that was like on my guitar, like when I came in there, gone whenever it started. I was like, okay, well, I still got one in my pocket. Fucking disappeared too. Literally lost 2 picks tonight. I had to perform that whole solo with my fucking fingers.
This guy.
It was. You gotta work with what you got.
It was funny. We definitely got some good footage of it.
It was so funny. I was like literally almost flawless the whole solo, and then the last measure fucking laid a fucking egg.
It's alright.
But dude, it's like, but that's part of it, dude. That's part of being human, man. It's like you make mistakes, and honestly, bro, it's like I feel like it makes people realize it's okay to be human and make mistakes. You
gotta roll with the punches, bro.
You gotta roll with the punches.
You don't just stop, dude. You keep going.
Literally, I still finished out that last. Think I'm gonna need an. As the microphone is just going towards the ground.
I don't know when to put it out to you. This man's fumbling right now. I don't want to put the microphone in his face.
But I went with it still. Rolled with it.
We had a good time.
So many good artists.
A bunch of other artists killed it.
Everyone was just so good up there.
It's late night. We're back. We're having a couple of drinks, just recapping. I guess we're just lit. We haven't done this on the podcast in a minute. Shout out K-Shay. He's coming down here soon.
Yeah.
The podcast is back. The EEP is back. Endless Enjoyment Podcast. Episode 59. We're coming with the Venice Beach episode next.
And I mean, now that I'm a signed artist, I'm probably going to be a pretty frequent guest. You
were on the last episode with Henny. Shout out Henny.
True. Shout out Henny.
Right after tour, and then now we're here. We're back. We took
had a couple beers.
Took a couple months off. Shit's been going crazy. I was really focused on going to the West Coast for a long time. Like from the beginning of the year, I feel like me and you, like our goal was to make the tour happen. And then from there, like it was like my goal was to go to the West Coast and just have a good time. And now I'm paying for it now. I'm just working and making music and just trying to live.
Yeah, now that's definitely the last few months. Last few months has really been back to the grind, man. It's like even tonight, like honestly, like me, I'm on like the party a good amount, but like towards the end there, I literally had a second where I was like, feel like I had to slow down, bro. It's like, yeah, just like going all the time, you know. It's like with work and music and then shows, it's like you're always giving constant energy. It's like it's nice to be able to
make
slow
sure
down.
you're good, yeah, I mean.
Like right now, just slow down and kind of decompress and just like look back at the whole night, you know. But it was great. It was a great show, bro. Everyone up there was like super talented.
Had a lot of fun. We're just getting started out here, man. We got to keep doing shows and showing face popping out. And
Exactly.
showing love. That's why we're bringing the Endless Enjoyment podcast back on. Need even just short episodes like this, even if we just talk for a few minutes. I feel like I don't know why. Part of me is like, if it's not like a longer in-depth conversation, that I can't do it long. I don't know. This podcast has been weird. It's almost been around for 3 years, man. It's just like I've been on and off with it in that time.
Yeah, I think
it's like we're almost at 60 episodes. We're at 60 episodes pretty much with the two I got.
That's crazy, dude. That's consistency right there. It's just always, it's just getting in the habit of doing it over and over again, you know. It's like for a while, you know, we were on the grind. Like you were in LA, I was also back here for like my friend's bachelor party and shit. And now it's like nice that we're kind of able to kind of reconvene and like really start going at shit again, you know.
Yeah, so
we're like picking it back up again.
Getting together once a week at least and like coming up with plans just to move the ball forward,
get it rolling and shit.
Snowball.
Exactly. You got to keep putting your energy into it to make it happen. Like sometimes you got to pull all-nighters. Sometimes it's like you're like literally
determined to put the song out there.
I was determined, bro. I knew I had to, because the thing is, it's like I wouldn't want people to hear that and then not be able to look it up, you know. Now it's like, you know, but it was just deep pressure. Honestly, it's like I know you used to work at Holistic, and it's like it's tough where I'm like Holistics is like right next to my home, but I'm like, dude, pressure is kind of the fucking vibe right now.
Pressure's a vibe.
Pressure's such a fucking vibe. Every time I'm in there, it's such a good time. Beers are cheaper too. Just saying. I mean, yeah.
Let's not get into this. We're not comparing this shit. I have no affiliation with Thank you for your time. But yeah, I guess in that time since then, I guess that's like something that's happened in my life since the last episode of the podcast.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah, you.
I don't work at Holistic no more. And
Ubering around.
Ubering, just driving, giving people rides around the city. I've done like 600 rides in the last 3 months, and just meeting all sorts of people from all over, and people that live here, people that live.
I feel like that's honestly perfect though, but it's like a musician, like where you're constantly meeting people. Like I feel like that's something that you can utilize very like.
A lot of airport rides. I work when I want, make it happen.
It's true.
So that's been good.
I've heard did you say something about like how people can like schedule it ahead of time and you get extra money?
Yeah, this one dude like scheduled a trip to like Alabama, what's it, Huntsville?
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour drive, but it was like $150 reservation. I was like, dude, it's gonna take me 2 hours to get there, 2 hours back. That's 4 hours. I'm making $150.
That's true.
I usually only make like $100.
That'd be $37.50 an hour.
In 4 hours.
Yeah.
I make like $25 an hour.
Yeah, but that one would have been
just grinding.
Just grinding.
Working when I want. That's where we're at right now.
Would you say like Uber's better than like Postmates and shit?
I'm so determined to like make this shit happen. Like dude, I swear to God, before the year's over, I'm tatting that shit right here on my leg, across from the GBC.
I'm still a fucking tattoo virgin. I haven't gotten one yet.
But that's how much I believe in it. It's been around for 4 years now, since like the summer of 2020. Just like I always had an idea for a brand. And just like all encompassing, like umbrella of like everything that is like the music, the podcast, the events, like whatever.
Yeah, dude.
It took me like I was doodling freshman year of college, trying to think of the idea. It's like 2018, and then 2020 this shit happened, and then here we are in 2024.
2024.
We got another artist. We got 3 artists now. We got Marcus, Edvardsson, and we also have my guy John Flavio, aka Jack Daddy. Jack Daddy for president, fucking.
Jack Daddy for president.
And Shout out to Jack Daddy. And
Dude, Jack Daddy needs to get down here so we
right,
can
I'm
all
like,
do that
"Dude, get your ass
espresso.
up."
I mean, I didn't say anything.
This guy
Espresso remix.
got some bars. But yeah, I miss Jack Daddy, and I'm excited. We got some big things coming the rest of this year. Like, I'm already performing more than ever in the last year, so we want to just keep that ball moving, and
Yeah.
that's why we're working together.
I mean, that's really why I signed to you, man. I mean, literally, like, I've gotten every single show because of you, bro. It's like, I really feel like, you know, with your kind of like vision for branding and like social media and like business and shit, and it's like, I feel like you're good at like kind of, you know, taking like my fucking brain that's all like this and be like, okay, this is the steps we got to do. Like, you got to invite this many people. You got to do this and that shit. And I did have some people turn out. Like Stephanie turned out tonight.
She was lit.
Wedge turned out tonight. Tristan. Shout out Tristan, dude. I really appreciate him showing up. Like, he literally, like, he was at the open mic too, and he was at our first show on tour. Like, really, it's really nice to have friends in your corner that are always like there, you know.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a legend, dude. Great musician too. Oh fuck. You should check out Tristan Hedge Gatlinburg. He has a song called Gatlinburg that's really good as well. Kind of like folksy. But he actually used to do a little bit of rap too. And shit.
Well, he was featured on the
Phantom's Revenge. Yeah, he's on there too. The rest of the riches broke the premium. Clowns from what I spoke. You're gonna need a medium. I'm gonna try to hit your back. This the anthem. Walk right through you like a alternative phantom.
Someone tonight performed with the Danny Phantom.
That was crazy, dude. I literally was like, dude, I fucking saying, like, I was literally like crazy that someone else also say, but I was noticing that it was XP. Yeah, it was XP. And dude, he got the crowd bumping, dude. Like, he was like bringing that energy, like, and the crowd was going, dude. Like, he knew how to fucking, you know, get that energy hype real fast, dude. And like,
it was a night.
Yeah, it was a night, bro. It was a great fucking night, dude.
Gotta keep the ball moving forward. That's, I guess, where we're at right now. I mean, anything else you want to talk about, like the last like few months, what we've been up to since tour? Like,
I mean, really, for me, it's just been just kind of like, I think, writing stuff sort of like ahead for the next several things. I
feel I go through like periods though sometimes of like writing, recording, like performing, like so like sometimes I just write for months and then like I'll record.
I feel like I honestly like
especially what we're paying for, you know, we're gonna make sure we're prepared.
That's true. I feel like, I mean, you know, like even on our next, we've already got a couple of singles ahead of schedule. Like, I mean, we got, you know, hitting the road, talking about tour and shit, you know.
Life's too high.
I have a lot of metaphors in there. So when I was on tour, I would always bring I brought a handle of Crown Apple with me, and so I start my rap verse going, bringing my crown to every town, walk around like the king, watching the crowd bow down as I step in the ring, like just talking about how like I would just be up there, I like literally was like just drinking that, and then just into the guitar solo, and just like Atlanta was like my favorite show, bro. Like that audience, that was a lot of fun. I feel like tonight's audience was really good, but Atlanta's, that was probably my favorite fucking show ever. One of them, bro. Like I feel like the crowd was really going on that one. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think like the crowd was going more in Atlanta or more tonight?
I don't know, man. Shit. I feel like we had a bigger crowd tonight.
We definitely had a bigger crowd.
Place.
That's true. That's true. And everyone, like every artist, was like, we were all inviting as many people as we could and shit. Like we had a good turnout tonight. Like this is definitely one of our biggest turnouts.
We made the most of it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, dude. Definitely, bro.
Most definitely.
Yeah, minus the last measure of the guitars. I'm a perfectionist.
It's what's fucking August 11th now. I think it's the anniversary of I'm On One. I'm putting this shit out fucking today. We're coming back. The Endless Enjoyment Podcast. Making it easier than ever with these fucking wireless mics to record a pod and just run it. We're gonna interview a bunch of artists in the city of Smash, Nashville, Tennessee, baby, and who knows where else we will go.
Oh, the places we'll go.
Hitting the road, baby.
Hit the road.
Got a show
It's time to go.
Shout out Southside for coming on this episode too of the Endless Enjoyment podcast.
Thank you so much, Southside. Seriously, you gotta check out his out. It was really good.
Thank you for understanding. Out now. Sex on the Beach. Out
now.
Marcus Edvardsson's first
First
solo
single.
release as a part of Endless Enjoyment Entertainment. Yeah, we getting lit. Friend, peace, love, good vibes for the near future and beyond. Is that a good end?
Wrapping it
what
up,
a night.
folks.
Enjoy.
Endlessly. 100 more seasons of Endless Enjoyment podcast, Morty. 100 more seasons, Morty.
A million.